People, welcome back to our channel and thank you so much for joining the channel today. If this is your first time seeing my face, my name is Milton Fonkwa. Thank you so much for stopping by to say hello. Thank you. Please do not forget, very important to us, if you haven't liked this video, press the like button and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we can get more people to watch this. If you like the video, you are telling YouTube that they should promote the video, and in that case your neighbor or your sister may watch the video somewhere. Now I'm going to talk about a pathway you can use to move to Canada very fast. No IELTS is needed. No international English language testing system is needed. There is no age limit that is needed. All you need is just your WIEC certificate in some instances, and in certain cases you may be asked to submit IELTS, but the majority of these cases, or let me say the programs, do not need IELTS. All you need is your WIEC certificate, 1, your WASI certificate, 2, then your GCE O levels and A levels in, if you are from Cameroon, 3. Now remember, I have a lot of videos on this YouTube channel where I have been talking about moving to Canada as a permanent resident. Before I even talk about that, let me tell you the advantages of moving to Canada as a permanent resident. If you move to Canada as a permanent resident, your children have free education. They equally have free medical services. There are certain opportunities that you have, your entire family will have as well. In case you decide to go back to school, you are not going to be paying tuition fee again like an international student. For example, if an international student is paying £18,000 dollars and a Canadian citizen is paying maybe $5,000, you are equally going to be paying $5,000, same as a Canadian citizen. The only difference between you and a citizen now, if you are an international and a PR in Canada, is that you cannot vote, which is something you can do after 3 years of becoming a citizen, and you don't have a passport, which is something you can still get after 3 years. So life is gradual. But now I want to talk about this particular pathway that you can use to move to Canada fast. There is something we call express entry, and this is a pathway where you can move to Canada as a permanent resident. What basically happens is you have to gather all your requirements. And what are the requirements you need? You need to be a bachelor's degree holder, and you need to have at least 3 years work experience. And on top of that, you need to evaluate your transcript with WES. Depending on the type of degree you had, those who had law degrees, I think they are doing it with a different body. But those with science and arts, most of them are doing with WES evaluation. After you evaluate that WES, you have to write IELTS. Remember, this IELTS is the general IELTS, not the academic. The general, please don't get the information differently. It's the general IELTS. Now, when you write this, you now go to the pool. For those people, remember I said this is an opportunity you can use to migrate faster. For those of you who have health background, who have experience in the health sector, if you are a nurse and maybe a medical practitioner, a gynecologist, everything that relates to the health care sector, this is an opportunity you can utilize. Okay, you can use this opportunity and move to Canada as fast as possible. All you need to do is to produce these requirements, do your WES evaluation, then you write your IELTS, get the required points, you enter the pool, then you indicate that you are a healthcare personnel. The reason why I'm saying so is because Canada is looking for a lot of healthcare professionals, and if you have these requirements, it is possible, because the express entry also has a category-based selection, and in this category-based selection, they usually pick the healthcare professionals from the pool. Okay, so this is one way you can use to migrate to Canada very fast. Now, remember, you need to have experience in the healthcare sector. Then your profession should be linked to nursing, doctor, gynecologist. Anything that relates to the healthcare sector, you are good to go. Now, the next thing you need to do is, if you do not meet these requirements, right? You do not meet these requirements to go to Canada, to use this fast method and enter Canada. Of course, It's going to delay because after you are selected, the main point is you should be selected from the group of applicants because this is what you actually need. Now, if you cannot follow this other method, since they are asking for a bachelor's degree, in case you are doing something, let's say maybe you wanted to use it and you don't have a bachelor's degree, right? Now, even if you have a bachelor's degree, I will advise you to follow the second method while doing the first method. Do not put your eggs in one basket, guys. So for those who don't have a bachelor's degree, they can as well do this method. Now, what do? You go to those colleges. I'm just telling you, I don't want to say universities because university is going to take you 2 years or 3 years to achieve this. But you are going to stay long in school. I don't want to say university, but colleges are excellent. The reason is because in most colleges, you can study for 1 year, you can study for 2 years. Okay? Now, what you need to know is, remember I said at the beginning that you do not need Ielts. You do not need, there is no age limit. All you need is your high school qualification. What you need now is, you go to colleges in Canada, colleges. You look at those colleges that have things related to the medical field, maybe nursing, medical practitioner, laboratory technicians, maybe doctors, gynecologists, anything that relates to nursing. There is another one called personal support worker, right? Even this one called early childhood education. All these things like this, they are all under the canopy of the medical area. What you should do now is, you bring your certificates together, you click on that particular program and you check the requirements. I'm going to give you a list of some of the colleges that has some medicals or maybe have some healthcare programs that you can apply to. Okay, you can check them out and apply to. Now, when you check all of this, you check the requirements, you check everything, the tuition fee, then you are good to go. You start the application. Now, this is why I'm saying so. If you gain the visa, you start the application, it's going to take time. You pay your application fee. It's going to take time for them to process it, then get back to you. If you get the offer, you pay your tuition, then you start your visa application on time. Now, if you apply and move to Canada through this method, remember, especially those in the healthcare areas, especially in the Atlantic regions, like if your school is in British Columbia, Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Saskatchewan, to an extent Manitoba, after you finish this program, let's assume that you are applying for a 1-year program, a 1-year course, a 1-year diploma certificate or a certificate program or anything 1 year, then after you finish this course, there are higher chances that you are going to get employment. And after you work for maybe 4 to 6 months, you can then apply for your permanent residency, especially if you are in New Brunswick or Saskatchewan or Nova Scotia. These places, Manitoba, these places that have their own provincial nomination programs that will lead you to permanent residency. So this is the information, okay, that you need. With this method, you can move to Canada fast and becomes a PR. So please put this into consideration. It is very, very important. Remember, the first method I talked about, those going through the PR pathways, who are especially nurses. Remember, Canada brought in 3 categories. Like, they brought in 3 category-based selection, where people are selected from the pool. You first of all need your IELTS, and you need your West evaluation of your degree. Don't come and say, I have HND. No, you don't qualify. A degree is it. Then you send your certificate to West to evaluate that. Then after that, you start your application. This is how it works. Now, after that, what you need to do now, you move to Canada. In case you succeed and you pull through with a PR, when you go to Canada, you are now a permanent residency. You don't need to hurry. There is nothing again. Your children are already having a bright future. No matter how people try to convince you that, hey, accommodation, hey, living cost is expensive, hey, this. If you succeed and you move to Canada with a PR, your children's future is already guaranteed. This is fact. Now, looking at the colleges that you need to apply to, there are a lot of colleges. I will first of all talk about the first 1 year, which is already open for September 2024. Those who want to study September next year. If you go to NSCC, which is Nova Scotia Community College, there is a particular program there. I think it's practical nursing, something like that. Check that program and apply to it. It is very That's a nursing program, that's a medical program. Okay, apply to it, then you do the necessary things. That program is open, the school is open, and application fee is 100 Canadian dollars. Apply to it and you wait. Then after that, you are good to go. I hope you understand. This is the process you need. If you use this process, you can move to Canada as fast as expected, and before you know, you can become a PR. So please just go through this and see what you do. But again, remember, if you do not share this video with a friend, a family member, they may not know. But before I even proceed, let me give you a list of some of the schools that you should check to see because I just want you to go directly to the school website. If you hear me mention a school, know that they have something related to the healthcare field. So you can go there and check, then you try to do the application. First of all, let's see what you can also check. MBCC is one of the colleges, but you have to understand that not all nationalities can apply for MBCC as I speak. Some nationalities have been closed or stopped from applying to MBCC, probably maybe because they had a lot of students who applied during the first and second phases, because this is the second time MBCC is open for international applications. I mean for September 2024, so you can't apply. Now, the next college, remember I mentioned NSCC, they have one program. I saw it myself. I don't remember if it's practical nursing. You can apply to it. It's a medical program. It's related to the healthcare sector. Okay, and the tuition fee is less than $12,000. So you should apply, and the deposit is going to be $1,000. Then you apply for your visa. Then you pay the rest when you are in Canada. The next college is Bow Valley College. Bow is BOW College, and this college you can apply and start May 2022. And this is a one-year program. They have a medical program. All right, a program related to the healthcare area, and the tuition fee is $19,915. I don't know how much is the tuition deposit, but you can verify. This college is located around Calgary, and you also have a college called Sault College. Sault is spelled SAULT College, and this is located somewhere around Ontario. They have a medical program or a healthcare program, and you are going to study this for 1 academic year. The tuition fee is $15,000 or $15,500 or so. And the next college which I want to talk about is Northern Lights College. And with Northern Lights College, there is also a program in the healthcare area, and you are just going to pay $10,900. And again, remember, I think this college is it in British Columbia? I don't remember. But again, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you check the date, check the availability, then you apply for a program. It's very, very important and would help you a lot. I hope you enjoyed this video. Till we meet again in another one. Please, if you didn't share, please share now so that we can get many people on board. Till we meet again in another one.